Welcome. You've arrived at a unique platform, a channel where we intertwine the threads of faith, spirit, and thought to explore the profound power of prayer and devotion. Our aim is to dissect the various facets of prayer, to illuminate its essence, and to reveal its potential to profoundly impact our lives. Here, we seek to delve into the tapestry of history, tracing back the origins of prayer and devotion and unraveling its evolution over centuries. We undertake an in-depth exploration of the divine significance of these spiritual practices and their role in shaping civilizations. Our mission is to shed light on the myriad ways in which prayer and devotion can offer solace, guidance, and direction in our lives. With a particular emphasis on the Christian tradition, we analyze the rituals, the texts, and the beliefs that have defined its spiritual landscape over the millennia. We take a closer look at the nuances of Christian prayers, their interpretations, and their influence in fostering spiritual growth and personal transformation. Our channel serves as a sanctuary for those seeking a deeper understanding of their faith, a refuge for those in search of spiritual connection, and a beacon for those in pursuit of truth. We believe the power of shared knowledge, in the strength of a community, and in the potential of each individual to contribute to this collective wisdom. Expect to unearth and unfold deep insights into the world of prayer, to discover timeless wisdom encapsulated in ancient texts and modern interpretations, to experience the transformative power of faith, ways you may have never imagined. Each video, each discussion, each perspective is carefully curated to provide you with a richer understanding of spirituality, to fuel your curiosity, and to inspire your journey of spiritual growth. But before we dive into this fascinating world of prayer and devotion, make sure you're subscribed to our channel to not miss out on any of our enriching, enlightening content. Waking up before dawn, a time of quiet and calm, can be a powerful time for prayer and devotion. It's a moment frozen in time, a serene interlude that serves as an invitation for profound reflection and spiritual communion. The world around you remains wrapped in the velvet drapery of sleep, the stillness of the early morning holding a sacred space that makes it an opportune time for introspection, prayer, and a profound connection with the divine. This is the heart and soul of the practice of morning devotion, an age-old tradition steeped in spiritual importance and historical significance. The ritual of morning devotion is not merely a custom, it's a spiritual journey, one that has been embarked upon by countless individuals throughout the ages. The concept of morning devotion is deeply interwoven with the fabric of religious practices and has been an integral part of spirituality and faith. The Bible, a treasure trove of wisdom, and often alludes to the significance of early morning prayer. The Book of Psalms is resplendent with references to morning devotion. David, a man who was known to be after God's own heart, has been quoted saying, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." This reflects his innate understanding of the power of seeking God in the tranquility of the early morning. Jesus Christ, our ultimate example and guiding light, is often depicted in the scriptures as rising early for prayer. The Gospel of Mark recounts a vivid image. Early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place, where he prayed. These lines portray a powerful image, one that underscores the value Jesus placed on early morning prayer. This, in itself, is a resounding testament to the profundity of early morning devotion. Historically, the practice of morning devotion has been embraced by Christians worldwide. The Desert Fathers and Mothers, hermits of the early Christian era in the 3rd century, were deeply committed to praying before dawn. Their belief was rooted in the principle that the serene solitude of morning allowed them to connect more deeply with God. This early morning devotion set a tone of spirituality for the rest of their day, acting as a spiritual compass guiding them through their daily undertakings. The stillness of the morning, the quiet before the day breaks, is a time when we can most clearly hear God's voice. It's a time to lay our worries at His feet, to His guidance for the day ahead, and express our gratitude for His blessings. It's a time to align our hearts with God's, to be filled with His peace and strength, to seek empowerment for the day's challenges. Imagine starting each day in this way, with a heart attuned to God's, with a spirit empowered by His presence. This is the inherent power of morning devotion, a practice that has provided a bedrock for countless souls on their journey of faith. It has been a source of strength, a beacon of hope, a wellspring of peace, and an impetus for spiritual growth for countless throughout history. Indeed, the early morning has been a time of spiritual connection for many throughout history. And it can be the same for you. It be a sacred time of communion with the divine, a cornerstone for your spiritual life, a spiritual practice that enhances your connection with the divine and enriches your spiritual journey. Now, let's delve into the 5 a.m. success habits and how they can transform your life. Picture this. You wake up to a serene morning, the sky just beginning to lighten, and you're ready to greet the day with energy and enthusiasm. This is the essence of the 5 a.m. success habits. These rituals, these carefully crafted and meticulously maintained practices, are not merely about chasing success in the conventional sense, but they hold a deeper, more profound purpose. They are about personal development, spiritual growth, and achieving a sense of enlightenment. So what exactly do these successful individuals, early risers, do at this ungodly hour, when most are still lost in slumbers? Let's take a step-by-step look. The first step in their routine is, but understand that prayer is not just about seeking blessings or asking for guidance. It is a profound conversation with the divine, an intimate dialogue with the cosmos. It's an opportunity to express gratitude, to show appreciation for the blessings we often take for granted. It's a chance to seek wisdom, to ask for clarity amidst the fog of uncertainty that life often throws our way. It is a moment, a precious moment, to pause, reflect, and reconnect with our spiritual roots, our essential essence. Following prayer, these triumphant individuals meditate. Now, many see meditation as a trendy wellness practice, a fad, if you will. But the truth is, it is a timeless spiritual discipline, a practice that has been followed by sages and saints, philosophers and thinkers, across centuries. As we quiet our minds, as we silence the incessant chatter, we become more attuned to our inner voice, our inner wisdom. We start to see things not from the distorted lens of our perceptions, but as they truly are, raw and unfiltered. Then, these high achievers engage in studying scriptures. It could be the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, or any other spiritual text. These sources of ancient wisdom, these repositories of timeless truths, can provide us with invaluable insights into life, into ourselves. They offer a guide, a map for navigating through the labyrinth of life. By studying them, by contemplating their meaning, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, of the world around us, of the interplay between the two. Bear in mind, these habits, these rituals, are not just about achieving success as the world defines it. They're about personal growth, about becoming a better version of ourselves. They encourage us to cultivate virtues like patience, humility, and gratitude. They inspire us to strive to be better, not just do better. When we start our day with prayer, meditation, and study, we're not just setting ourselves up for success in the worldly sense. We're setting ourselves up for spiritual success. We're nurturing our souls, not just our bodies and minds. The transformative power of these practices is immense. They can help us become more mindful, more focused, and more resilient. They offer us tools to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. They mold us into better human beings, individuals who are not just successful, but also kind, compassionate, and wise. The beauty of these 5 a.m. success habits is that they're not just for the early risers, the go-getters. They're for anyone who yearns to live a more meaningful, fulfilling life. Regardless of who you are or where you come from, these practices are for you if you wish to grow, to learn, to evolve, to transform into the best version of yourself. They're for anyone who aspires to walk the path of spiritual enlightenment. Why not give them a try? Up a little earlier, pray, meditate, study. Experience how these simple yet powerful practices can bring about a phenomenal transformation in your life. Remember, success is not just about achieving goals, about reaching the pinnacle. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about aligning your life with your highest values, your deepest truths. It's about becoming a beacon of hope, of light in a world that is often shrouded in darkness. It's about creating a ripple effect of positivity that extends far beyond your own existence. As we can see, the 5 a.m. habits of successful people often involve a spiritual component. Morning prayers have a rich history in the Christian tradition. This statement, however, isn't merely an assertion. It stands as a testament to the enduring nature of a practice that has remarkably shaped and been shaped by Christian communities for many centuries. Our exploration of the history of these prayers starts with the early Christian church. The first few centuries after the life of Christ saw believers, many of whom were Jewish, continue the Jewish practice of praying distinct times of the day. Morning was singled out as one of these times, with prayers often delivered at sunrise to honor the resurrection of Christ, which was believed to have occurred in the early morning. In addition to the first believers, the Desert Fathers, early Christian hermits, monks and ascetics residing in the deserts of Egypt around the 3rd century, further popularized this practice. The Desert Fathers were revered for their strict discipline and commitment to prayerful living. Their rigorous practices were influential in shaping Christian monasticism as a whole. The Desert Fathers had a unique routine. They would rise long before dawn to pray, often reading from the Psalms, and deeply meditating on the words of the Scriptures. Their emphasis on initiating the day with prayer would later steer the development of the Liturgy of the Hours in the Church and the similar practice of the Divine Office in the Eastern Orthodox Church. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, morning prayers became an indispensable part of the monastic routine. Monks were known to rise before dawn for matins, the first prayer service of the day, followed by lauds, traditionally conducted at sunrise. These prayers were seen as a way of sanctifying the day, dedicating the waking hours to God, and seeking His guidance and protection. The 16th century Protestant Reformation brought about significant changes to Christian worship and practice. While many Protestant denominations moved away from the established prayer times of the Catholic Church, the importance of personal prayer, including morning prayer, was emphasized. Martin Luther, a leading figure of the Reformation, personally penned a morning prayer in his small catechism, encouraging believers to commence there with prayer and meditation on God's Word. Fast forward to the present day, the practice of morning prayer holds a significant place in the Christian tradition. While the methods may differ among various denominations, the underlying principle remains consistent. Starting the day with prayer sets a tone of reverence, concentration, and intentionality. This precious time of the morning becomes a chance for believers to establish a connection with God, to seek His guidance for the day ahead, and to offer thanks for the gift of a new day. The Anglican tradition, for example, maintains the practice of morning prayer or matins as part of its daily office, with prayers, readings from Scripture, and often the singing of hymns. On the contrary, many evangelical Christian communities encourage personal morning devotions, which may include prayer, Bible reading, and quiet reflection. In the Orthodox tradition, morning prayers often include the Trisagion prayers and a series of troparia and kontakia, specific hymns of the Orthodox Church. In the Catholic tradition, morning prayer or lauds is still an integral part of the Liturgy of the Hours, prayed by clergy, religious, and lay people as well. As we can see, morning prayers have evolved in their form and practice over the centuries. They have been shaped by historical events, theological developments, and cultural contexts, but they have remained a constant, a cornerstone of Christian devotion. These prayers offer a way for believers to orient themselves towards God at the start of each day. Whether in the quiet solitude of personal devotion, in the shared worship of a family or community, or in the structured rhythm of a monastic routine, morning prayers provide a space for connection with the divine. They offer moments for reflection and preparation, and opportunities for praise and petition. Morning prayers have indeed been a cornerstone of Christian devotion for centuries. They remind us of the enduring power and importance of prayer in the Christian life. They invite us into a rhythm of life that begins each day with a focus on God, a rhythm that has been shared by countless believers throughout history. They offer us a way to anchor our days in a relationship with the divine, to seek guidance, strength, and peace in the quiet moments of the morning. Morning devotion holds deep spiritual significance in our lives. It's a time we set aside to connect with God, to renew our spirits, and to prepare our hearts for the day ahead. This practice is not merely a routine or a formality, but it has a profound significance in our spiritual journey. It's a sacred time of introspection, surrender, and communion with our divine Creator. In this period of solitude, we detach ourselves from worldly distractions and focus our attention solely on God. In the Holy Scriptures, the Bible, we unearth several instances that underline the importance of morning devotion. The biblical character David, the man after God's own heart, exemplified this practice in his life. As evident in Psalm 5:3, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning lay my request before you and wait expectantly." His words illustrate a profound truth. God hears our morning prayers. Even as the world stirs into a new day, God listens attentively to our voices. David's practice of morning devotion was not a sporadic occurrence. His life mirrored this commitment to morning devotion. In Psalm 143:8, he prayed, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life." This prayer is a testament to his seeking divine guidance, expressing unwavering trust and acknowledging God's unfailing love. It serves as a testament to the depth and breadth of morning devotion. The narratives of the Bible are rich with instances of morning devotion. The prophet Isaiah, for instance, spoke of morning devotion in Isaiah 50:4. "The sovereign Lord has given me a well-instructed tongue to know word that sustains the weary. He wakens me morning by morning, wakens my ear to listen like one being instructed." Here we observe the transformative power of morning devotion. It is a time to receive divine instruction, to be furnished with words that can uplift others, and to be awakened to God's voice. Moreover, Jesus Christ himself, the Savior of the world, exemplified the significance of morning devotion. In Mark 1:35, we read, "Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed." If Jesus, the Son of God, prioritized morning devotion, how much more should we, his followers, emulate his example? Morning devotion is not about ticking off a religious duty. It's about drawing nearer to God's presence, becoming attuned to his voice, and aligning our will with his divine plan. It's about surrendering our plans, fears, and desires to him, and in return, receiving his peace, wisdom, and guidance. It's about starting the day with God at the epicenter, shaping our perspectives and attitudes for the day ahead. In essence, morning devotion is a spiritual discipline that fosters a deeper relationship with God. It's a time when we can silence our thoughts, open our hearts, and truly listen to what God wants to tell us. It's a time to commune with God, to voice our love for him, and to experience his love for us. It's not an obligation, but a privilege, an opportunity to draw closer to God and to grow in our faith. Morning devotion can be a transformative practice, setting the tone for our day and shaping our lives in significant ways. It's a time of spiritual renewal, a time of seeking God's face, a time of surrendering our worries and anxieties, and a time of receiving his peace, comfort, and assurance. Through morning devotion, we can embark on our day with a rejuvenated sense of purpose and connection to God. It's a time when we can harmonize our hearts with God's, surrender our plans to him, and receive his guidance for the day. It's a time when we can express our love for God and experience his unfailing love in return. It's a time when we can be still, acknowledge his presence, and truly experience his peace, serenity, and assurance. As we commit to this sacred practice, let's ruminate on the words of Lamentations 3:22-23. "Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." Indeed, God's mercies are new every morning, and through morning devotion, we witness these afresh. Hence, let us prioritize morning devotion. Let's earmark this sacred time each day to commune with God, to hear his voice, and to align our wills with his divine plan. As we undertake this journey, we'll experience a profound relationship with God, a rejuvenated sense of purpose, and an unstoppable energy to face the day ahead. Through morning devotion, we can start our day with a renewed sense of purpose and connection to God. Morning prayers are not just spiritual exercises, they also have practical applications in our daily lives. To truly capture the of this concept, it's important to explore the various facets and nuances of this practice. Most importantly, they are far more than just a rote tradition or an empty ritual. They have the potential to serve as a robust tool that can fundamentally enhance our ability to navigate our daily lives with grace, fortitude, and unwavering resiliency. When we make a conscious decision to start our day with a dedicated moment of prayer, we are essentially setting an intentional tone for the remainder of our day. This is a pivotal aspect of this practice. It's the act of opening our hearts and minds to the divine guidance that is prepared to steer us through the inevitable challenges and trials that are bound to come our way. The first and most immediate practical benefit of morning prayer is the sense of peace and calm it manifests. In a world that is increasingly fast-paced and often seems chaotic and overwhelming, this tranquility can serve as a lifeline. It provides us a much-needed respite, a moment of stillness in the midst of the clamor, a serene interval before the hustle and bustle of the day begins. This peace is not fleeting or temporary, but rather, it's a deep, enduring calm that has the potential to carry us through the entirety of the day. It is a constant companion, a soothing balm that accompanies us throughout our daily tasks. This is one of the most significant dimensions of the morning prayer that amplifies its practicality in our everyday life. Another aspect of the morning prayer is the mental clarity it provides. As we start our day in a divine conversation with God, it allows us to gain a fresh perspective on our worries, our concerns, our fears, and our hopes. We are reminded of the bigger picture, of our place in the grand design, and this perspective can be instrumental in helping us make decisions imbued with wisdom and discernment. Life can often become consumed with the minutiae, the trivialities and the menial aspects that threaten to take our focus off what truly matters. Morning prayer serves as a grounding force, helping us rise above these trivialities and maintain our focus on the significant aspects of life. Furthermore, morning prayer can also foster emotional stability. Life is unpredictable, often throwing curveballs our way, and it can be easy to get swept up in a whirlwind of emotions. Beginning our day grounded in prayer offers us a solid foundation, a steadfast anchor that equips us to handle these emotional storms with balance and fortitude. Beyond providing emotional stability, morning prayers also bolster our sense of purpose and direction. When we dedicate the first moments of our day to God, we are reminded of our greater purpose in life. This sense of purpose can motivate us to live our day with intention, to make choices that align with our values and beliefs. Moreover, the practice of morning prayer can strengthen our spiritual bond with the divine. Each morning, as we consistently devote time to prayer, we are cultivating a deeper relationship with God. It's a relationship that can bring a sense of fulfillment and joy that transcends worldly pleasures and difficulties. So morning prayer is indeed more than a spiritual practice. It's a practical tool, a robust means to start our day with peace, clarity, positivity, and a firm grounding. It's a way to navigate our emotions, focus on what truly matters, and live with purpose and intention. However, the key to reaping these numerous benefits is consistency. It's about making morning prayer a non-negotiable part of our daily routine. It's about showing up each day, whether you feel like it or not, and opening your heart to God. It's about actively seeking His guidance, drawing strength from His presence, and striving to live each day in alignment with His will. So I encourage you, start your day with a moment of prayer. Experience firsthand how it can transform your mornings, and in turn, your life. You might be surprised by the profound impact it can have. As you delve into this practice, you may find it becoming not just a part of your morning, but a vital part of your life. Incorporating morning prayer into our daily routine can indeed make a significant difference in our day-to-day lives. We've explored the historical context, spiritual significance, and practical applications of morning prayers. A pertinent journey that has witnessed us traversing through the peaceful serenity of the early dawn, understanding the profound power of a devout heart at the onset of a new day, the disciplined routines of 5 a.m. that are capable of instilling your day with an unstoppable momentum of positivity and energy. We ventured deeper into the annals of history, excavating the origins of morning prayers, understanding how these practices were intricately woven into the very fabric of routine life, acting as a spiritual compass which guided countless generations through the tumultuous seas of existence. We've observed how these prayers were far from just mere words. Instead, they represented a profound dialogue with the divine, a sacred tradition carefully preserved and passed on through numerous ages. Venturing into the realm of spirituality, we've explored the significance of these prayers, their role as a bridge connecting the terrestrial with the celestial, how they assist in aligning our hearts and minds with a power transcendent of our understanding, creating a cascading ripple effect of serenity and purpose throughout our daily lives. We've also examined the practical implications of morning prayers, how they offer stability in the midst of uncertainty, provide comfort in moments of solitude, and infuse our lives with a renewed sense of purpose and direction. We've witnessed how these prayers act as a lighthouse in the pitch-black night, a source of unwavering strength in the face of trials, and a wellspring of inspiration in our pursuit of a meaningful existence. Together, we've embarked on this journey, a voyage of discovery, of understanding, of spiritual growth and enlightenment. Now the time has come to implement these findings into practice, to weave the empowering fabric of morning prayers into the intricate tapestry of your daily life. As we conclude this enlightening journey, we extend a warm invitation to you to continue exploring the boundless terrains of spirituality and devotion. We encourage you to join our community of seekers and believers walking side by side on this shared path of faith and comprehension. Be part of our tribe. And remember, subscribing to our channel will grant you access to an array of enriching content. Thank you for your companionship on this journey. May your mornings always be blessed with tranquility and purpose. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more enriching content. Before we wrap up this enlightening journey, let's take a moment to hear from those who have experienced the transformative power of morning prayers firsthand. Our first testimony comes from a renowned business leader who shares, "Morning prayers have become an essential part of my daily routine. They provide me with the clarity and peace of mind I need to make the best decisions for my organization. Starting my day with a moment of tranquility and introspection enables me to approach the rest of the day with a calm and focused mind." Next, we hear from a loving parent who says, "Since I started incorporating morning prayers into our family routine, I've noticed a remarkable change. There's a sense of peace and unity in our home that wasn't there before. Morning prayers have become a sacred time for us to come together as a family and start our day on a positive note." Lastly, a diligent student shares, "Morning prayers have been a game changer for me. They help me focus my mind and set my intentions for the day. Since I started this practice, I've noticed an improvement in my concentration and overall academic performance." These testimonials serve as potent reminders of the real-life impact of morning prayers. They show us how this simple daily practice can bring about profound changes in various aspects of our lives. As we conclude, remember, it's never too late to start your journey towards spiritual growth and enlightenment with morning prayers.